Go into your breakout room, check for that leave button. It's in different places on the phone, the iPad. Mac and Windows are pretty much the same if you're on the computer. It's normally at the bottom. And for me, I'm just going to automatically create rooms. So if you do manage a breakout room as the host, so I want you to pay careful attention when you go into these. Where's your leave room? Because if you do end up creating or managing these breakout rooms, it's in the exact same location. Breakout rooms are at the bottom of your toolbar. There's a little bit more playing around, figuring out, but it is clear and logical. So that's your first goal. Where is this leave breakout room button? And if you do accidentally exit the meeting, you can just click the link to rejoin. And with that, I'm going to set the option to send everyone in there automatically. And I will bring you back in 60 seconds. So if you can't find it, okay, that's okay. We do have the ability to force you to return. This is just a test to see, because I'm going to zoom you all away. And let's say 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everyone. I'm sure you are slowly making it way. The rooms have not yet closed, but I did force a closure of them, so you might have noticed like something popped up in your screen. So that is the safety measure. And that is why it's important for you to stay on time in your presentation, because that safety measure is going to kick in at 10 a.m. Potentially a minute before 10 a.m. It depends on the organizers of how they set up that timetable. So you need to be done presenting before then. I set it to 60 seconds. However, it might be set to more like 10 or 15 seconds to return everyone back to the main room. Now, I was going to ask before I offer if anyone would like to see the breakout room. I might actually have to pass control to Dan, because I'm not sure if my share screen settings are going to work. But are there any questions with the theory behind a breakout room? Okay, so I don't see any questions. Actually, I have a question for everyone here. Did your chat disappear?
Nope.
No, still there.
Okay, perfect. So then that's what you're going to do when you save chat. So it follows you into your breakout room and when you come. So if you forget to save your chat in your session, that's okay. You can save it in the main room. Just if you're disconnected though, it disappears. It will be lost. Okay, now I'm going to try to show you what looks like on my screen. And let's see if this will actually work. Share screen. I want to share the Zoom tools. Okay, so what I'm actually doing is I'm changing some of my settings. Who knows? Maybe it'll actually fix my share screen. We'll see. That'd be pretty funny.
Or just suggest what most. Oh, there you go.
Can you see it?
Yes. Woohoo!
I don't know what I did, but anyways.
Well, whatever it is, don't fiddle around with it anymore.
Technically solved. Okay. Can you see my breakout room control? Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually move my Zoom settings in here. And I'll show anyone here. Sorry, I'm no longer looking directly at the camera. I'm looking at my other screen, so I'm not looking at you with eye contact. But breakout rooms, this is what I've set up. So I'm just going to actually delete everything and start over. And keep this in mind if you really want to like do maybe a 3-hour trading session. Potentially in the future. I know we're not asking that now, but maybe in the future, this could come in handy. What you do is, I'm going to close this. So similar with where your leave room button might have been, on my screen it's at the bottom and it says end. In your breakout room, it would say leave, and then you have the option to leave the breakout room or return. As the host, you might see I have additional tools. Breakout rooms, set it up. Okay, I did it automatically. You might want to do it manually because then you will have your leads assigned. Those are the people that'll be doing the engagement. Those are the people that will be running each of the discussions. Or that is what we use in contests. That is how we assign judges and contestants. So, okay, well, I'm going to manually create my room. It automatically creates a room for me. And there's this little assign option. I can see all my participants. And it's in alphabetical order. So this is where I'm actually going to give a shout out to Dan for his rename video. This is why it's so important for you attendees to rename properly. Can you imagine 300 people in this list that the tech team has to go through to assign them to the president's room? That's what I'm going to rename this. President. It is impossible without a naming convention. We will miss people if they are not named properly. And we can help you rename, but it's preferred if you're able to do that yourself, because in June training, Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong or anyone, but we had over 500 spread throughout those 3 training sessions. And I think we probably had multiple coming back to training. Great. But you can imagine the pain of potentially going through the list here and figuring out who's president. That would take us hours if you did not rename properly. So let's say, okay, I'm just going to select the first 5 people. Oh, look, 2 of them are actually presidents. They would be, and if you notice, I had my screen up and they changed their names. So it's nice to have it. I would have to go in there and refresh. And now I see the PREs. Great. They're going to my president's room. That is a fantastic job. Now, before I open the room, I'm going to show you a bit more technical, because it's nice to know we can move you automatically. We can take that off and you can go and join. We control when the breakout rooms are closed. That's kind of nice to have, but like I said, if you're considering maybe a future online training session, this could be a great tool for you. And if you're using Zoom, only hitches the host. Only the host is able to do this. So that's also a pain point for the tech team. We have multiple co-hosts, but there's only one person that can do this job. And I see, okay, I'm going to assign a few others. And now what I can do, as soon as I click this, they're all going to go to their breakout room. I'm going to leave Abraham in here because Dan, I'm going to whisk you back automatically if that's okay.
No. Okay.
Well, so I've just hit open breakout rooms and Dan will be automatically joining. Okay, great. Let's say Dan's session, President Training's ended. Dan is still in there. It is time to close that room. We have to force you back. There's an option here that says close all rooms. So that's how we get you back into the room. And anytime we can open, close this. We can go in here. We can actually send people in there, but you notice now we can't automatically go through a list. So this is why I'm going to keep repeating it, but this is why it's really important that you're renamed beforehand. So we can send you in there without potentially taking time from the main presenter in the main room. Because this could be a very long list. But I want Dan to come back. Close rooms. I set it to 10 seconds. He will be back as soon as that hits 0. And then you can welcome everyone back to the room. You could in your own session, but in an official Toastmasters like training, you don't actually want to come back into the room with your video or unmuted because you're going to interrupt the presenter. Chances are they could still be presenting. And hey, look, Dan came back with a hat.
Yeah, you put me out there and I went shopping. What can I say?
That's kind of a little bit of a rundown for breakout rooms. But it's a tool that's handy. Now, I've mentioned this rename functionality a lot. Who here does not know how to rename themselves? Feel free to type it in chat, put a hand up in the window, or I was going to say, Dan, you definitely know. Well, there is a rename video. And Dan, if you wanted to share your screen or just put that into the YouTube link, that would be perfect. But that is all that I really wanted to cover today. And there is that rename video. Now, any other questions or would you like to play around?